Sure.
Right. Hi, I'm Alex with the Rockstar Stories, and I am here with the members of Sick Puppies. Thanks, you guys, for coming out today.
Thank you.
Let's get started. Can you guys first state your names and what you do in the band?
State your names.
Please.
I'm Shim. I sing and play guitar.
I'm Emma, and I play bass.
I'm Mark, and I play drums, sometimes kazoo.
Kazoo. Why kazoo?
It's just a cool instrument.
Do you also play with the Nerds box?
Yes, it's a very cool shaker. Instead of, using a traditional shaker.
Oh. Where'd that come from?
Box of Nerds works really well.
Nowhere.
And it's percussion, so it's part of my specialty.
Beautiful. All right, so you guys are from Australia.
Yes.
How does it feel to be back in the States?
Well, we've been here for about 5 years. We moved over about 5 years ago. We've been living here ever since, and we just started doing we've done about 600 shows since we got over here. So, a few shows, and we've only gone home like twice in that whole time. So really, we've been spending a lot of time here.
You like it here better, or in Australia better?
We prefer working here a lot more because there's a lot more people to play music to. Definitely.
So you guys are playing this radio show with Buzz, and then you're playing another radio show tomorrow in Tampa, which features My Chemical Romance, which is kind of a big thing. Are there any other tour plans after these smaller shows? Is there going to be a bigger tour? Or?
Yeah, there's a tour planned over to the UK in January and February, and then when we get back, we're figuring out what our touring cycle is going to be in the States after that. But all that stuff, we don't know yet, but once we do know, it'll all be on sickpuppies.com.
Speaking of the show tomorrow, like I said, how do you guys feel about knowing that you're going to be playing or sharing a stage with My Chemical Romance?
Emma?
Why me?
Because I've taken like a bunch of questions and he did the other one. Yeah.
We've actually played with My Chem before, so...
Yes, actually, we played with them at this festival called Big Day Out in Australia. And that was actually the first time that we played to large crowds, and I don't know, it'll be nice to play with them again and, share the stage, have that experience. It'll be good.
Are we on before them or after them? Joke.
So, in doing these smaller shows, has there been, any, crazy or hectic stories? Any wild moments?
No, we're lucky. We've got... our shows have been growing pretty steadily, and our fans are pretty cool. There's been a few instances where usually people just have a lot of fun, and sometimes they lose track of how many drinks they've had. And by the end of the night, we go out to the merch desk and we sign and we take pictures and stuff. And every once in a while, someone may have had a few too many drinks, but other than that, it's all really cool.
So looking back a little bit, you guys were talking about the Free Hugs video during your set today. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
What would you like to know?
Anything? Everything?
Well, it came about because one of the jobs that I was working to save up the money to come over to the States with Emma before we met Mark was holding up a 2-for-1 sale for shoes, the sign that I advertised the sale. And so I met the Free Hugs guy when I was doing that job in the pedestrian mall. And I videotaped him with my dad's camera, and I had the tapes when I came over to the States. And when we were about out of money, we hadn't got a record deal, we were about to go home, I put together this video, and it became like a viral... it spread pretty quickly. It became like a viral sensation or whatever you want to call it, but it basically got really popular really fast, and it got us a record deal. It got on the radio and it got us a record deal after that, and it sort of was the catalyst for all the work that we'd done up to that point. And then after that we got to go out on tour and do the 600 shows that I was just saying that we've done since then. So it's been, it was really just sort of like a big push in the right direction.
Very cool. So it kind of jump-started your success.
Yeah, everyone needs a little hook at the beginning, and I think it was good for us because it was it was like a positive message. It was something that everyone got really inspired by, and it really helped the song a lot. And you can never tell if that song All the Same would have worked without the video to start with. We know that the video really helped that song to start with. Normally, as a rock band, you'd probably come out with a heavier song first and then move to a softer song later in the album cycle. So it was we had to kind of work in reverse in that way and introduce ourselves to everyone and show them them all the heavy music that we do because we're more of a rock band that plays ballads as opposed to a soft band that maybe has a couple of riffs. So it was an interesting game of catch up, but we got to sort of make up for it on Tripolar, which was the new one that we have out now.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
All right, Emma, how do you feel being the only girl in an all-guy rock band?
Well, I've been asked that a lot. It's actually not too bad because I've known Shim since high school, and we met Mark about 5 years ago. So we've all gotten used to each other and everything. But I guess when you're living on a bus full of guys, it's about 8 or 9, and you're the only girl. It gets a little hectic sometimes, and you need to take some time out to like girl time kind of thing. And sometimes I just call home and speak to a girlfriend and do that kind of stuff. But other than that, it's not too bad.
Likewise, boys, how do you feel being in a rock band with one girl?
Well, I'm lucky. I've never been in any other band, so I wouldn't know. And I don't have a reference point for what it's like to be in a different band. So,
Mark, do you have anything to say?
It's great.
Nothing else.
I guess no comment. No, I don't know. It's cool. Like like Shim was saying, like we tour a lot of bands, and most of the bands we tour with don't have girls in them, so you kind of get a reference point of like how it is. But
I think it's easier.
Never really.
For me, it's easier not being around a bunch of sweaty, gross guys.
Why? How is it
Perpetuates
easier?
a cycle because it perpetuates a cycle of lack of hygiene, lack of manners, stuff like that, and it sort of keeps you a little bit in check when you have a girl around because you can lose track of how, I don't know, just like guyish you are. Like you can just sort of like, just like.
I'll tell you right now, if I was in a bad band, that'd be bad.
We would have a serious problem. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm too much of a girl. I'd be like, I need to start a folk band.
What is your favorite song to perform?
I think we all kind of have a soft spot for Odd One because it gets a really good response. The crowd has been singing it at our shows recently. It was a single, so a lot of people who may not have bought the record Tripolar yet still know it off the radio. And also for us, it's kind of the sentiment of the song is the reason we started the band because we didn't have a social group or a network, and a lot of our fans have respond to that particular issue, with Finline.org as something that was established to sort of re-inspire people, or especially kids who might be going through anything, being bullied or feeling disconnected, and that was what that song was about, and it's something that we've always felt strongly about before the issue became much more publicized. So it's really good. It's just a good positive message, and it's simple and straightforward, and when people sing it back to you, it's a really good moment in the set.
So you guys have played Buzz Big Sale for a
4
good
years in a row?
a good number of
Yeah.
years, right?
3, 4.
Well, 2 years in a row.
Let's say
This is our third time.
like 4.
Okay.
What? I'm just kidding.
What makes you want to come back to Buzz Bake Sale for all these years?
What makes you want to come back to Buzz Bake Sale?
Well, this is my first Buzz Bake Sale,
Well,
and I live here,
what
so
would make you want to come back after having been here?
First one.
yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. My mom wouldn't let me go to concerts, and
Oh, that's
yeah.
I would say that the great weather and the crowds have always been really great to us. And also the radio station supported us. Like played our songs, and it's like the best thing that you could ever ask for as a band. So, when we come out and play the shows, like everyone kind of knows the words, and that's like, it's priceless. And the weather. Did I say the weather? It's just amazing.
Even now, that's getting a little chilly.
Yeah, I think it's perfect because out east, it's like it's freezing, and I can't stand the cold. So yeah, I like it.
Nice. So, anything else that you would like to tell our viewers?
Probably the main thing is the album's called Tripolar. We got a new single. It's called Maybe, and it's doing really well for us at the moment. There's a website you can go to called sickpuppiesworldcrew.net, and if you guys want to get more involved with the band, and if you help us promote shows and upcoming things online where you get free downloads and backstage passes and a whole bunch of stuff, that's the main thing. And just come out to shows. That's where we live. We live on the road and we play shows. Like we played a lot of shows since we started, and that's the main message that we have. Just come out, and that's where all the fun is.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming out. Is there any way that your fans can contact you, like social networking, MySpace, Facebook?
Emma?
Yes, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, everything basically, and also sickpuppies.com. Basically everything.
sickpuppies.com. Just check out the shows. Follow us on Twitter. Give you some cool updates,
Yeah.
some insights, some rare pictures.
Of Mark.
Naked what?
If you want to ask any questions, just ask us on Twitter and we'll reply. And that's about it, yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Very good help.
All right, and your show was awesome today.
Oh, yes, thank you.
All right.